Hi everyone, welcome back to Planet J Tarot. Today we have a pick a card reading to look at the misconceptions about you versus the truth. So when I say misconceptions, this is what people believe to be true about you or your life, but it doesn't necessarily have to be what the people are saying is true about your life. It's just what they think, like that sort of unsaid quote unquote truth that people think about when they hear your name. Okay, so we have three cards. The Ten of Swords for card number one, the Six of Pentacles for card number two. Hi, baby girl. And the Five of Cups for card number three. So I say that you should choose just one card, okay? But if you are going to watch more than one, I would separate it. Like, whether you're watching what does one person believe to be true about me, what does another person believe to be true about me, or if you're going to watch more than one, it could be like what were the misconceptions about me at this point in my life, and now what are the misconceptions versus the truth about me at like this point in my life, or switch them up however you want. But I recommend that you only watch one for who you are now, if that makes sense. Okay? So I'll give you about 10 more seconds to choose your card, and then we're going to get started. Sorry, there's a little bit of a glare on card number three, but that's what it looks like. And then on Patreon, the extended will be what are people saying to be true about you, like actually saying. This is just kind of what people are thinking. Okay, so let's get started with card number one. Hi, card number one. Welcome to your reading. We're going to be looking at what are the misconceptions about you versus the truth. So I hope you guys watched the intro because it's important. Because I don't want anyone coming here and being like, well, that just does not sound like me. Okay. There's a reason for that. Okay, but here we go. And again, I mean, use your own discernment. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. But I appreciate you being here regardless. So, Spirit, tie me into card number one. What are the misconceptions about card number one versus the real truth? I hope you're doing good today, Evelyn. Thanks for being here. Okay. What are the misconceptions about them versus the real truth? I'll take 6 cards, please. One by one. First card we have is the Six of Wands. Okay. What are the misconceptions about card number one versus the truth about them? First, we're looking at the misconceptions, okay? And when I say misconceptions, this is what people think to be true about you. When we look at the truth about you, we'll see if anything overlaps or if anything is actually the same. Okay, so you got the Six of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Swords. What else, Spirit? The Hierophant. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Because this kind of feels like there are multiple people coming through here or multiple groups of people that have these misconceptions about you. What I mean by that is it's like there are some people that think this and other people that think something else. So this one will be a little bit interesting because I'll have to split it up. I have to figure out how to split up who's saying what, if that makes sense, because I do feel like I'll take this one. But the Emperor and the Seven of Wands did want to come out. I don't know if this is like an ex coming through or like an ex-friend or someone that like you personally don't like anymore, to be kind. I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I did like a month cleanse from like not smoking any ganja or drinking, and last night I hit a blicky and it felt so good. Eight of Swords. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get one more. And I slept actually pretty good last night. I slept so good. I've been taking my vitamins and stuff, like the Chariot. I hope you got some sleep. I know you got a baby, but okay. And then the Nine of Wands. Interesting. I'm curious to see what's the actual truth, because these are what people think to be true about you. This isn't even like the whole truth, if that makes sense. Let's see if anything repeats. So, ooh, look, the King of Swords wanted to come out though. It did want to come out, but it didn't come out singular, so I'm not going to take it. So maybe that's who you used to be. All right, so let's see. What's the real truth? One by one, 6 cards. What's the real truth? And then we'll look at the connections, like if there's any connection between the truth and the misconceptions or what people are thinking to be true. Should I take both of these cards? Yes. Okay. Oh, wait. Should I take it if it came out reversed? No. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. And the Ace of Wands. Okay. What is the truth? What's the actual truth about the viewer? What's the actual truth? Sorry, y'all. I know, like, shuffling can take a while, but it's like we have to be thorough. I like to be thorough. Okay, look, the Chariot. Okay, so that's the same truth. There is something that actually connects. But maybe, okay, what else? All right, that's not bad. Ooh, look, Six of Cups. Yeah, like I said, it's probably somebody that's seeing you the wrong way. I don't know if they did something to you, or they hurt you, or they weren't nice to you, and it's like they're projecting. I feel like there could be some projection coming through here. Look, Knight of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be somebody that wants to be with you, but you don't want to be with them, either as a friend or a partner. Tonight, my mother and her, so I'm gonna try to get some good sleep. Okay. Okay, I hope you do get some sleep, baby. Okay, so yeah, this could, yeah, I feel like the ones that are viewing you a certain type of way are people that you just don't jive with anymore. Like maybe you guys grew up together, but you're not friends anymore, or maybe there was a time where that person was meant to be in your life, but they're just not. And I don't know if they're bitter or if they're just hurt and they're not processing the hurt the right way. Knight of Pentacles, yeah, they're not processing it the right way. Okay, oh, damn. And one more. Can I get one more for the truth? Yeah, those are those people still trying to come through. There's someone trying to come through and like say something about you, but I don't know. I wouldn't pay them any mind, to be honest, because they seem kind of like hurt. Like they seem hurt, or they seem like they just don't want to understand you. And I'll explain why in a moment. But in this particular reading, any minor arcana that's clarified by a minor arcana is someone intentionally trying to misunderstand you. It's not like a misconception, it's a misjudge. They're misjudging you. And I'm seeing a lot of that. I'm seeing this minor, minor. This is minor, minor. This is minor, minor. And we only have 6 cards. So that's happened 3 times. So this could be 3 different people, or 3 instances where you really feel like you've been misjudged in your life. Okay. So this is the 9 of Cups. This is the connection between the misconception and the truth. So that's great. Because I do think that means that there could be some people that stick up for you and understand, like, I don't know. Let's see what else. Oh, damn. Whoa, did you guys see that? I don't know if you could see that on camera, but like it was 2 cards that came out, right? It hit right here on my evil eye ring and they split. And what's funny is that one of them flipped over. Like, don't even look at it. And then the one that I am going to take actually stayed upright. This is the one that didn't flip over. I'm not going to take it. But I'm wondering, I don't know if you know a King of Cups. I don't know if they're coming through here. It doesn't matter their gender, by the way. But I feel like the King of Cups is somebody that tries to keep all their emotions to themselves, if that makes sense. I'm going to take it positively, but I don't know. Maybe they're manipulative. All right, let's see. All right, so give me one more, and then we'll start the reading. Okay. Damn. House 1. Individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, this makes a lot of sense. You're a great person. You're a great person. Don't worry. Okay. So, what is the misconception about you versus the truth? Here's what it is. I think that people view you in a mostly positive light. Most people view you in a positive light. What I mean by that is that I think that you may make people that don't know how to take charge of their own life or put their foot down or know where they're going or overcome their difficulties nervous or feel less than. Like, especially if these are like people that want to be with you, but they can't like overcome their own issues with emotional unavailability, or friends that just don't want to see you succeed. Like, it's those people that are saying these things or that are misunderstanding you, but they're actually judging you. Because I feel like in this group, you could be happy alone. But you don't want to be. I don't think that you want to be. But I do think that I think that you have a good heart. and that you only share that good heart with people that deserve it. And so people that don't deserve it, they definitely get to see a different side of you. But that's their fault. You know what I mean? And I think that they need to realize that it's their fault. Or, it's their doing. It's their doing. Obviously, if this doesn't sound like you, then maybe you are waiting to watch another card or whatever. But I'm just going to keep going with it. And you guys use your discernment to make sure you're choosing the right card, or make sure that this isn't who you used to be versus who you are now. But I think that with the major arcana coming out here with the font and the chariot, I would say that it's not all negative what people assume about you or think to be true about you, because this isn't people necessarily saying these things about you, it's what they're thinking. The Patreon extended will be what they're saying. Okay, so let's break the Hierophant down. Spirit, what's the Hierophant about? I think that people will say that major arcana clarified by a minor. Yeah, this is a misconception or gossip or projection about you. Some people try to say that you're not loyal, or that you would just use people, that you don't practice what you preach. That's not true. It's just not true. But I think that those are people that, like I said, are projecting this onto you. So for some of you guys, these are people that cannot break out of the status quo. They cannot do what they're supposed to do. They don't have a lot of integrity, and they're actually not genuine people. So they're intentionally, or I don't even want to say intentionally, because like I said, I feel like it's more subconscious for these people. They don't realize that they're the problem. So in their mind, for some of you guys, they are saying these things though, but I guess you'll know. But in their mind, you say one thing, but you actually don't do it in your life. That's not true though. I'm actually not getting that at all. I think that you're very intelligent. I think you're very intelligent. And after someone shows you 2, 3 signs of like them not being a good person or being good for you, you will kind of move on, or maybe you'll play their game for a little bit. Like, let's say these are coworkers and you have to stay at your job, but you just show those coworkers a different side of you. Like, they'll say that you're fake or that you're showing something that is not who you are, but I think you're just having boundaries. I think you're actually just very smart and like, but they try to make it seem like you're calculated. It's not that you're calculated. I think it's that you are the type of person where it's like you may even laugh it off or just brush it off, shrug it off or whatever, but they take it the wrong way. Like, they may take it like you think you're better than them, but I don't think that's the case at all. I think that these people really care too much about what other people say. So these are like why they're misconceptions and not the truth. Because what the truth is about you actually is that you are the 9 of Cups with the Temperance card. This is who you are. So like I said, you have your own approach to life. The way that you do things is not like everyone else. You're very grounded. I feel like you are a healed individual. So maybe you used to be a certain way in the past, but that's not who you are anymore. So I don't know if these people are stuck on viewing you a certain way. That's just not who you are. I think that in this group, you've come a long way when it comes to being more confident in yourself and your body and your approach to life. Maybe you had strict parents. Maybe you were always told, do this, marry them, have this job, whatever. And it's like now you can listen to people's side, but you don't have to take it as your own. And I feel like they'll try to say that you're fake. Like, let's say someone's talking to you and they say, I think this is the right way to live. And to just keep the peace or just be like a diplomatic person, you'd be like, okay, yeah. And they never asked you how you thought. You know what I mean? But another person, you have a conversation with another person, they actually ask you, do you agree with me? And you'll tell that person, no, I actually think this way. And they'll go back and say, well, no, they just weren't being genuine or they weren't being fake. But in reality, those people could not actually get out of their body and their skin to ask you how you actually thought, to have a real grown-up conversation with you. It's like these people are the ones that are misconceiving you, if that makes sense. It's like they actually don't know how to hear another person's opinion or take another person's point of view into account without feeling judged. These people feel judged by you, but I don't think that you're a judgy person at all. I think that you just have values and you stick to them. Or you just have things that you believe in, you stick to them. This could be family, this could be coworkers, this could be old friends, past loved ones, I don't know. But like, I also feel like the truth about you is that you have a spark to you and that you are very motivated to, I don't know if it is motivated to have children, motivated to, some of you guys are motivated to just be by yourself, like right now. Some of you guys, maybe you don't want to be in a partnership, but you're okay with having like a casual relationship. And they'll try to say that you're not a loyal person because of this, but I don't think that's the case. This is for those of you that resonates with. Like, could be for some of you guys that are divorced or you got out of a really shitty relationship and now you're just trying to do you, but they're misconceiving it, like trying to say that you are not the Justice card, but you actually are. you are the justice card. I think that you are objective. I think you are level-headed. And I think that what you do in your life makes you happy. But there are some people that are not happy with their life. They're not happy with the way they look or what, they're going towards. They don't know their purpose. So they'll try to say that, I don't know if you're just too strategic, quote unquote, or something like that. But I really don't think that's the case. I think that these people they don't know how to take control. I think that a lot of people that are misconceiving you, they watch you or they hear people talk about you positively. And it's like, for whatever reason, they can't believe that it's true. They can't believe that, like, someone can actually be this. I feel like the truth is different. It's like they're trying to make it seem like you've been hurt and you act a certain type of way because you've been hurt or you've gone through X, Y, and Z. And maybe that is the truth. But like I said, you are healed regardless. I'm seeing 999 here, which talks about big change. Or it talks about like something positive, in my opinion, after like the 888, which is either death, a difficult transformation, sometimes betrayal, theft, or whatever. So I kind of just feel like in this group, yeah, look, the Fool. It's like they try to make it seem like you do things out of a reckless nature or you're childish or something like that. But I don't think that's the truth. I actually think that you're very mature. You do have a youthful energy to you. But it's like they're trying to make it seem a certain type of way. I also feel like some people will say that you are this Eight of Swords, but I think that's the real projection. Because like I said, minor arcana, clarifying minor arcana is when they are like intentionally misjudging you. These are haters coming through. People that aren't good for you. Like I said earlier, they'll say these things, but it's just not true. So I don't really think that in this group you should ever really take what anyone says. Let's say it's like someone looks you up and down when you're walking in the street or in the grocery store or whatever. Those people don't like their lives. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with that you're a reflection of what they want to be or what they could be. But it's like they're still stuck in this energy. I do feel like this Ten of Swords is a projection, even from some people that could have betrayed you or just really hurt you or, maybe even tried to outsmart you. But it's like, why? I don't know. I feel like these could be people that are like secretly in competition with you. Like they like what you're doing, but it's like they don't feel like in their life they could do what you're doing, regardless of what it is that you do in your life. You could freaking be a librarian. You could be a librarian, it doesn't matter. But it's just like maybe they were forced to become a doctor. Or, maybe you're a stay-at-home parent and they were forced, or they have a life where it's like they can't do that. They have to go and work. Or maybe you have a loving family and these people are single and there are people left them or whatever. I don't know. But it's just like I just feel like in some way, shape, or form, they can't get out of this Eight of Swords energy. They can't realize that they're not the victim in whatever situation that they're pinning you to be the villain in. And it's just kind of unfair to you because I feel like you're a very fair person. I don't see you actually like talking shady about them in any way. But maybe they assume that because they think that you're judging them or they think that you're not humble. But I do see you as someone who's humble, but also someone who's worked hard to balance two sides of you. So I don't know if you used to be a certain type of way or whatever, but I just don't know. I don't know. I just feel like in this group, don't worry about what they're saying because it's just not true. And now we're going to get started with card number 2. So if that resonated, give it a like, come back for another reading on my channel. And we're going to move on now to card number 2, okay? The truth about you is that you're a very genuine person and that you have a good balance between your head and your heart. So if anyone ever try to get you out of your body, try to play you, or talk down on you or whatever, they may get a different side of you. But with the Justice card coming through here, that's their fault. Sorry, but it's like I feel like some people may try to poke the bear with you just to get a reaction out of you or just to be able to see. Yeah. It's like they hope to have the opportunity to like see you act out of this character that they feel like is a character, but it's not a character. We're all human. You know what I mean? I just feel like we're all human, and it's like you can only push somebody so far before they stop giving a fuck about you, or they do get into this King of Swords energy with you, but they don't realize that it's their fault. Like they pushed you into that. So yeah, I would say don't worry about these people because they're probably not even in your life anymore. With the Three of Wands, you probably walked away from these people because you're looking forward, and I don't know, maybe they just want to be in your energy still. But let's move on now to card number 2. Card number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the Six of Pentacles, and I really encourage you to listen to the intro because that'll give you what you need to know about whether or not this is your reading. And if it doesn't sound like who you are right now, why that is the case. Okay. So you chose the Six of Pentacles. Let's look at the reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You could also be watching each card about how a different person views you. Okay. All right, Spirit, tap me into the viewer. What is it about the viewer that people misjudge them by? And then we'll look at the truth, okay? 6 cards. One by one. The 3 of Wands. I'm laughing because this is the last card that we looked at in the last pile. And you got it for the first card. Tell me about the misconceptions about the viewer. The Tower. Oh, okay. Okay. What are the misconceptions about the viewer? The 7 of Wands. Okay, so some of the groups kind of feel similar, but I am going to look at what the actual truth is first before I say anything. Ooh, wow. The Empress, the Magician. Ooh, damn. Look at that. That's very pretty. Or nice. Look, the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, Temperance, the Magician, and the Empress. I am going to put them back in because they didn't come out one by one. I don't know if people put you on a pedestal or if that's just Spirit coming through saying that could come out in who you really are. Because we're looking at the misconceptions right now. Yeah, look. Misconceptions about you is the 4 of Cups. Why are they thinking this? Oh my God. Ace of Pentacles. Damn. But I didn't expect for the misconceptions to be so like, I don't want to say negative, but just like heavy. They feel heavy, if that makes sense. I feel like in this group you could feel judged. Like actually feel judged. This group, maybe people have told you these things. The other one, I've kind of felt like these are what people are thinking. Maybe gossiping to people other than you, but it's like some of you guys, people have told you these things. So if that's the case, I'm sorry. Because what the hell? Like, keep that shit to yourself. I heard, you know that saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. It's like they were never taught that. The King of Wands. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess it's not that bad because they're seeing you as the king, but like, why though? Okay, hey, look, King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. What the fuck? Why is so? I'm saying this because I don't know if the groups are all going to be similar or maybe there is some truth to this. Let's see what's the truth. What's the truth? I just saw the 6 of Swords. What's the actual truth? I'm sorry there's a little bit of a glare on those cards up there, but I will be moving them down in a second. I just want some space to shuffle. Ooh, look, 10 Swords. Yeah, you might have been drawn to more than one group, but I feel like if you're watching more than one group, it should be who you used to be versus who you are now, okay? 7 of Cups. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's why I said they might put you on a pedestal. Some people might be putting you on a pedestal. Let me see if I can shift some of this over so there's not that weird glare. Because I'm using holographic cards, by the way. So that's why it looks like that with the light. Okay, what else? Yeah, don't over-explain yourself in this group because you may do that sometimes. 2 of Wands. Yeah. Oh, I feel bad about this group because I think that you could be like sensitive or you could have a hard time putting your foot down or something. 5 of Swords. Ooh, actually, I don't know, actually. Let me see what else comes out because I might need to have a talk with you. And it's okay, but I don't know. Oh, look, the Strength card. You're working on it. I feel like in this group you're working on it. Okay, what else? What else? Yeah, take what's yours and leave what isn't, by the way. I heard don't hate the player, hate the game. I don't know if there's some competitive people coming through here. 4 of Wands. Okay. What else? What else, Spirit? It's the truth about the viewer. King of Cups. Yeah, what did I say? I feel like you could be sensitive or you just might not show. What's crazy is that the misconception about you is that people are saying you're the King of Wands and the King of Swords, but I don't think that's true. I mean, the truth that's coming out here is that you're the King of Cups with the Six of, okay. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Okay. Yeah, they could just be understanding you. Okay. I don't know if you have like any 8th house or Scorpio placements coming through here. Libra, Leo. Maybe air. You could have air as well. I feel like in this group you may get like negative attention. So maybe that's why that's coming through. Look, King of Swords. Okay, so there is some truth to the King of Swords coming out because this is the connection between the misconception and the truth. So I feel like if you get into the King of Swords energy, maybe you feel like you're pushed into that. What's this? The Ace of Swords, yeah. Oh, okay. I just feel like you don't hold yourself back in this group. Like maybe you do for a little bit, but then eventually like maybe you snap out of it. Okay. Yeah, the thing about you is that people don't know what to think about you. It's not even that they think they know who you are. I think that people might be confused by you because you're still figuring out your life. Earth. 2 cards wanted to flip and Taurus. Okay. So that could be in your chart or that could just be sort of your energy. What's crazy is that I wasn't getting Earth. So even in this reading, it's kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when I'm doing readings, I'm trying to read somebody that doesn't want to be read. So you guys could have like defenses to you for sure. The first reading I gave to somebody that wasn't like my close friend or family member or even myself. I started off the reading by saying that to them. You know, like it's okay if this is your first reading, but if you don't want to be read, then you're going to get a reading that doesn't resonate. So, you know, just keep that in mind. But here it says Earth, persistence, patience, and practicality. All right, so let me look at this. We have minor clarified by minor, 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 minor. Okay, so there are a lot of people that actually intentionally misjudge you. These are haters as well. But then we do have a major clarified by minor here. So that kind of tells me that this is a misconception or a projection, not intentional though. I don't know if you're the type to, yeah, you call people out. Oh yeah, you call people out. You don't hold your tongue in this group. I feel like some people are not ready for it. They're just not ready for it. But I don't know why they're not ready for it if they're doing things that deserve to be called out. I feel like the misconception about you is that you don't care, that you're apathetic, that you want people to leave you alone, that you feel better on your own. But I don't think that's true. Some of you guys, they may even say that you're an opportunist. I don't think that's true at all. I actually feel like you have a heart. You have a heart to you, but you're smart. I don't know if this is a person coming through or if this is just what you feel like people have judged you as your entire life. I guess you'll know for your situation, especially depending on if you're watching more than one card. But the 7 of Wands clarified by the 5 of Swords. People think you're feisty. People think that you're a bit combative, or you just don't want to let people in. I don't think that's the case. I think that you just don't want to open up to somebody that's not going to be here tomorrow. Like you're looking for something stable, whether that be a friend or a partner. You could be somebody that knows pretty quick if someone is for you or if they're not. So they feel like you're judging them, but I think that you just are able to kind of like put 2 and 2 together. Like you're very intelligent. I think that some of you guys though, if someone, hold on. Okay, the 5 of Swords is your defense mechanism. This is your defense mechanism. So there is some truth to the fact that sometimes if people trigger you, I feel like you could get triggered sometimes. This Five of Swords comes out. But I do feel like with the Strength card that you're working on not being this way. But it does come out sometimes. There's truth to it. With the Ace of Swords, for sure. You can cut people sometimes with your words. Or you can cut people off and move on. But I think in the back of your mind, you're thinking, I want to feel safe emotionally. And that person didn't make me feel safe. In fact, they made me feel this way. So this Five of Swords comes out. I don't know if you have some sort of like trauma. You just need to be... What's the Strength card about, Spirit? Oh, the truth about you is that you've come a long way. You've come a long way. I feel like the misconceptions about you could have been in the past that you were out of control, you were this, you were that. But I don't think that's the truth. I think that you actually do take your time before this Five of Swords comes out. But because they didn't expect it, it seems like you were plotting or that you were just trying to be this King of Swords. But I don't think that's the case. In this group, I do feel like you're misunderstood. But I also feel like there are some things that you could do to like ask yourself why this energy comes out. Because I feel like everyone has a choice. There's always a choice in how you react to things. And people will try to say that you're reactive or that you choose to be this way. But I don't think it's the case. I feel like some of you guys, you could get overstimulated or overwhelmed. And then this comes out. And it's something that you're working on. But I think that you could have a hard time talking about these things because it could make you feel vulnerable or weak. Maybe you feel like maybe you feel like you don't know who you can trust or who you can talk to about certain things. So you may put people in boxes. But I feel like in this group, the people that are kind of misunderstanding you are the ones that do want to be close to you. But they just don't understand why they can't get close to you. But I feel like in this group, you may not let a lot of people in. I don't know why. You're afraid of making mistakes in this group, particularly when it comes to your heart and the people that you show how deeply you care for. So I feel like sometimes they can see the King of Wands and the King of Swords come out of you, but that's not really who you want to be. I feel like in this group too, you could have like a lot of things you need to take care of, whether that be family, bills, or whatever. And maybe you just have a hard time getting out of that energy to relax. I feel like in this group, you could have a hard time relaxing. But it's like people don't see it that way. They see it either like you don't care or you were planning on leaving anyways. I don't think that's true. Maybe you just need people to be more patient with you. When people aren't patient with you and your emotions, it may trigger you. I don't know if this is like a parent wound or something. But I feel like you have hurt some people by carrying this energy. And I think that those people may not have intentionally wanted to trigger you or make you feel a certain type of way. I don't know if you have a hard time forgiving or if you feel like loyalty is a very important thing or respect is a very important thing. And sometimes you could get triggered if you feel like you're being disrespected or whatever. And I feel like there is some part of that that's okay, because like I said, there are a lot of people that I feel like will intentionally misjudge you. There are. But then there is another side of it too, where I think that some people need to see that you can let loose. Like I feel like in this group you could have a demeanor to you, or like I don't know if like you have a hard time talking about your problems. But you actually are this. I think you need to tap into this more. For some reason I think that emotions could be like difficult for you. I don't know why. I don't even know if it's feeling them, but expressing them in like a healthy way, or expressing them to people that actually want you to trust them. I feel like you could have a hard time trusting people in this group. But it's more of a like trusting, like if you're safe. So I don't know if you just never really felt safe in your life. What you should know is that in this group, people think you're a leader. People think that you're attractive. They would follow you to the ends of the earth. But they feel like you don't want them to. Like you want them to leave you alone, you know? I don't know if you have some nostalgia to you, or there's something that happened in the past that it like, I'm hearing like it rings in your head sometimes. I don't know if you get like intrusive thoughts or whatever. Or if you feel like you know someone's planning something, but I don't think they're planning. You could have paranoia in this group sometimes. Possibly because you're a very big like giver. You have a big heart and you like to give to people, but you feel like people will never be able to reciprocate what you have. Like let's say that you love very, very, very deeply, and you may think because someone did X, Y, and Z, or they triggered you in this way, that they can't return that to you. But sometimes that's not the truth. Sometimes they can. And as patient as you are with yourself, you may need to be patient with other people in that same way. Because that's the reciprocity. Because I feel like in you, with you, you're looking for them to, I don't know, give you the same energy like this, or to be less choosy or whatever, but maybe they're waiting for you to give them something else. Like, let's say there's somebody here where it's like, well, they never asked me out, but they were waiting for you to show them that you actually had feelings for them. It could be like that, where it's like you're both looking for the same thing, but like what you need first is different. So you could get triggered when you're not getting what you need first, and then the other person could just kind of feel like, where did that come from? That came out of nowhere. Because I do feel like in this group, you could be like good when it comes to talking about business, money, work, maybe even your family. But I think when it comes to talking about like how you feel for your friends, for your partners and stuff, that could be difficult for you. And I think you may need to, just like ask why that is. I think you're a good person though, and I think that you will find your people or your person for you that can see through this, because I do feel like some of you guys, this could be a defense. But who knows? Maybe this is who you used to be, and another card is who you are now, or who you are trying to be. Because I do feel like you guys are working on it, but I think it could be a lot easier for you if you could like open up about this being something you are working on. They're not like, there are some people where it's like if you tell them, yeah, I struggle to talk about myself, whatever, they can adjust themselves to try to make you feel more comfortable rather than like triggering you. Because like for example, I used to date somebody when I was younger, and I did have some triggers from my childhood, and I was honest and upfront about what they were. So then if that person, continuously like overstepped that or stomped on those things, like I could make that choice and know for sure that they were either doing it intentionally or they just didn't have the compassion or the consideration to actually like, change. Because sometimes people have their own things going on and they can't accommodate you the way you deserve to be accommodated. Because I do feel like you can be somebody that is really of service to other people and like really care deeply, and you could feel like people don't care about you sometimes. But I don't think that's the truth. I think that you just need to, like speak up for yourself in that way more when it comes to your emotions. You could even be somebody that's like, I know I want to be in a partnership. I know I want to have friends, but like when you meet friends, you have a hard time like explaining to them again what your triggers are, what you've gone through, and how that makes you act now. But it's like some people do want to hear those things so that they don't view you this way. Because I do feel like some people view you like you don't care. But with the King of Cups coming out here, I do think you care. I just think that it's hard for people to see it sometimes. So if that resonated, give it a like, come back for another one on my channel, and we're going to get started now with the next group. Yeah, I do feel you're working on these things, or maybe this is something that you needed to hear, that it's like, it's not 100% your fault what you've experienced in your life, but if you let that stop you from being the good person that you're meant to be, then it is your fault at that point, because we're all adults and we make choices. We have choices, and I think that there are some people that could have been collateral damage while you were trying to figure this out, and that's okay. But like, just like, don't do it again. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on now to card number 3. Yeah, look, I feel like you have a lot of hope for like love, for family, for friends, and I think that you could have just gone through a lot, or you could have an intensity to you that you try to like hold back, an emotional intensity to you, but there's no need to do that. You just have to make sure that you're around people that don't take that the wrong way. And this is coming from somebody that I have 8th house placements. So, like, that's something that I had to learn too, that there are literally some people that are not ready to deal with my emotions or like how intense I can be, but then they're just not my people. It doesn't make them bad people, you know? So, here we go. Let's move on to the last card, which is the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. This is your reading, card number 3. Welcome. If you chose more than one, then maybe you should watch the intro, okay? But we're going to be looking at what is the truth versus the misconception about you. And I'm excited to do it. We just had our full moon in Leo. And for me, when we have full moon in Leo, it's a time for us to like climax when it comes to like having our true confidence. Because I just think that, I mean, technically the astrological new year is 2 seasons from now. And I think that this is the time for you to be confident in who you are, or confident that you can be somebody else. So that's why I say watch the intro, because some of you guys, one card is like who you used to be versus, or who you are now versus who you want to be. So I just feel like when we have a full moon in Leo, it's a time for us to look at ourselves and be like, damn, I love this about myself, but I'm also confident that I can get here. And the Aquarius season is a season of like inspiration and like creativity and like, you know, stepping out and being different, regardless of what people think about you. So that's why I decided to do this reading at this time. So let's see, what's the misconception about the viewer? 7 of Wands. Yo! Okay, yeah, that's why I feel like you should listen to the intro. Okay, so what else? Damn, the Empress. The Empress. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle. Seven of Pentacles. The Empress with the 7 of Pentacles. 7, 3, 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 14 plus 3 is 17. 17 is the star card. Okay. 3 of Swords again. So 3 through 3 is coming through. You have 7, 7, 3, and 3. So I don't know if those are significant numbers or the number 10 is. Okay. You could be good at math, but you don't have to be. Maybe people... Oh, damn. What's so crazy in this group is that people feel like you know your worth. But I don't know if they think that, like, you don't get hurt. Yeah, look, the Emperor and the Empress in your energy. Whoa. I'm curious to see what the truth is, because this is actually pretty nice. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. It depends. It depends what comes out for the truth. Ooh, look. Knight of Wands. You could have been the Knight of Wands in the past. Ooh, look, the moon. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What? Look, the Knight of Wands here. I told you. I told you. Okay, interesting. You guys are afraid of getting hurt in this group because you know how special you are, and that's okay. Or this is how people think. Let's see what the truth is, though. What's the truth about the viewer? This is how people view you. People view you positively. They think you're overall a great person, but then there are some things about you, which is fine. Well, I say that's fine because, I mean, if someone's seeing you as the Emperor and the Empress, I mean, that's all you really need to know. Okay, what else? Oh, look, Queen of Pentacles came out. Oh, okay. Some of you guys, maybe you feel like 4 of Wands. Interesting. Hold on. Ace of Swords. The truth about you. Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm hearing that song, You Can't Raise a Man by Cashapp. 2 of Pentacles. I think you just have a lot on your plate. You seem like you have a lot on your plate. You seem like a caretaker. You're happy to take care of the people you love, but it's like, I don't know if they like do too much. Look, Three of Swords clarifying the Three of Swords. Yeah, like I said, it's like some people don't realize that. Damn, you could be a wounded healer. Yeah, you could be somebody that like really takes people in, nurtures them. But it's like, I don't know, it could be at your own expense sometimes. I think that you care a lot. What's this? Yeah, Ten of Swords. Yeah, you could be exhausted. You could be exhausted. You could feel like you build people up, and then who's really there for you? I don't know. This kind of feels like this feels like somebody who you help people get their guards down. This is how people view you. But they're also viewing you as the Emperor and the Empress, and you came out as the Queen of Pentacles, and there's nothing wrong with the Queen of Pentacles, but it's like maybe they don't realize that you need someone to take care of you too. Like, I don't know if people think that you're like, I don't want to say perfect, but like what they're giving you is enough because you are so kind and like generous and like you just seem to have it all going on, very patient. But it's like everyone is patient to a fault. Everyone is patient to a point. Let me say to a point. And you have 3 points here. So I don't know if you give people chances. Queen of Wands to the Judgment card. Yeah, the truth about you is that you actually have demands. You actually have like standards or things that you want. But it's like for whatever reason. I saw the Ten of Pentacles wanted to show. This is crazy. I say this is crazy because it just kind of feels unfair to you. Hopefully I can explain this a little bit better. Look, it came back out. It came back out. Yeah, the truth is that I feel like maybe you feel like people will change. And you do help them change, but like it's like you don't get to see the better parts of them. Other people do. Like you could be somebody that's like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at this. I'm sorry. But like let's say your partner treated you like shit the entire time you guys were together. Then you guys broke up, and then all of a sudden they're engaged, married to somebody else. Like 3 months later. And you're like, damn, well, I'm happy you're happy, but like this shit hurts. Cause look, the Eight of Cups is here. What's crazy is that some people think that you just like will block them or, close up sometimes or whatever because you've been hurt by someone else in your past. But it's actually that person that's hurting you, even if these are friends. So I feel like you actually are misunderstood. Because minor arcana being clarified by minor arcana are someone that's unintentional or intentionally like misjudging you. These could be haters, people that aren't good for you, but it's like you love them. You have a big heart. What I see with the Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Seven of Wands is that you're someone that is like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink. But it's like they always feel like you tried really hard to get them to see that they were supposed to drink the water, but they never drank the water, and eventually you have to walk away because it's just hurting you. This could even be like, let's say you have like parents that can't get it right, or children that, don't want to hear your lessons or whatever. I feel like you're very mature and like intelligent, and you also have a lot that you have to worry about, whether that is with work, family. And it's like you just try your best, but it's like they're putting you on a pedestal. Like things don't wear you out, like you don't get tired too. Again, some of you guys, this is like who you will be depending on how many cards you chose. And then also if this doesn't sound like you, then it's just not your reading. But I do feel like in this group, like you try really hard to show people the way, to be loyal, to be down. But it's like maybe they take advantage of it. So what's the connection between the misconception and the truth? I also feel like the Empress being clarified by a minor arcana, the Four of Wands. Some people gossip about your, I don't know why. I don't know why they gossip about your relationships. There's nothing for them to gossip about. That just came through here, and I'm not sure why. Or they may even gossip about your family or your home life, or that you love the wrong people. But I think it's just because you see people's potential. I think in this group you see people's potential, and it's like, I don't know, it could just be difficult for you and hard for you because maybe you end up feeling betrayed at the end. Maybe you attract partners that can get X, Y, and Z right, but you really need them to start with A, B, and C. And they skip the whole fucking alphabet. But they think because they had the things that everyone wants at the end of it, like that's enough for you. And this could be friends too. Like let's say you need your friends to show up to your like I don't know, like birthday party, but they didn't show up, and then they got you like a gift though, but you're like, but I wanted you to be there for me, but they weren't there for you. Like, I don't know, that's an example, but you can apply it to your life as you see fit. Like maybe you're the one that always help people with favors, but they never are there when you need a favor or something like that. Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. So this is the truth about you. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you're showing up as the page, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I do feel like a lot of people make you out to be the Empress and the Emperor, but it's like you're not even there yet. You can be there, but it's like they're not making you that. Some of you guys, you date people and they don't give you a title, because in their mind they're like, they're already my Emperor or my Empress, but you're like, but you never told me that. You could be someone that takes things very literally or something. Queen of Swords, yeah, as I say that, the Queen of Swords. And here's the Ace of Swords that she's carrying. So the truth about you is that you can be fun, you can be light or whatever, but I also feel like at the same time, like it takes you a while to walk away, but you do have to walk away. And I think that some people, it's just like they think that you are looking for something better, but it's like you wanted those people the whole time, but they just never got their shit together, basically. People see you as a healer, but you're actually hurt and wounded. If that makes sense. Like people feel like you're the star in their life or whatever, and that you may not even see that you're this special, but I think you do see that you're this special. What they don't see is that they're actually hurting you because they can't get it right. So I feel like in this group, you need to get to a point where you can be the Queen of Swords all the time. Because the Queen of Swords, they're like, no. Like you could, I don't want to say you make excuses for people. The Sun card wanted to pop out. You meet a lot of karmics, by the way. So yeah, you meet a lot of karmics. People that don't know how to embody themselves, express their truth or whatever. And maybe after you, they get to grow up and be all these things. You don't need to raise anybody. I feel like you raise people. Like, I don't know if you attract like people that have it. Look, South Node on the bottom of the deck, destined to release. That's why I say you attract karmics. These are people that only meant to be in your life at certain points of time. You did your duty with them, but then they have to leave. They have to go. And I feel like sometimes it's you that has to leave because these people never want to leave you alone because you just feel so good to them. But it's like, I think that when you stay longer than what you're meant to, you end up breaking your own heart. So I feel like in this group, you have to realize that not everybody that's a healer is somebody that walks around with crystals on their neck and, you know, talking about this and that. Some people are healers just in their energy that they carry and the patience that they have for people. But that doesn't mean that you're meant to stay around them for X, Y, and Z. You can give someone some good advice or whatever, love them, be their friend, but that doesn't mean that you need to be their partner or their best friend even. I don't know who needs to hear that, but oh, look. Yeah, look what came out as I say friends. It says House 11, friends. Yeah, you're the mom friend, the dad friend, for sure. And I think that people may even fall in love with you at this point because you offer them that sort of energy. And it's just not good for you. Look, the sun came back out. Yeah. You speak life into people. You speak life into people. You're the type of person to tell someone to never sell themselves short. And I think that they may take your friendly or whatever nature as like you're as in love with them as they are. And it's fine that you're not, because to be honest, I feel like these people, they make a lot of mistakes. And it makes you sad. And maybe even sometimes regretful. But I don't think that you should be regretful because, like I said, you meet a lot of karmics that are meant to do this in this lifetime with you. Unfortunately, I'm saying unfortunately because I know that this hurts you. But honestly, there are some people in this world that are strong enough to deal with it. And you can be strong enough to deal with it, but also put your foot down at the same time and realize, okay, I've healed and helped enough people. I've raised enough people, or, you know, been there for enough people in a way that I never got or whatever. But now it's my turn. I think that's something that you're going to have to embody, because there are some people, like I said, like children always come back to their, you know, their parents or whatever, but it's like, you're not their parent. You're their friend. You're their lover. You know? Yeah. It's like some people think that, okay, I'll just give them some time. They'll see my heal later. But the fact of the matter is that they're not showing up the way that they're supposed to for you. You can tell people day and night, this is who you can be. This is who you should be. I know you can be it. And then walk away and let them become that. And if they become it and they come back to you healed, whatever, cool. But if not, you have to let them go. And I do think that the truth about you is that you do this. Look, I said the sun and the moon both came out. And that's karmics, by the way. These are karmics, just so you know. Yeah, look, the sun and the healer. If you love something, set it free. That's the energy. That's your motto, by the way. This should be your motto for the rest of your life. If you love something, set it free. Because you've done your part. I feel like you've done your part. Look, Wheel of Fortune, because you've done your part, you have to get to a point where you can say it is what it is. It is what it is. And I know that that Wheel of Fortune is going to come back and spin in my favor because I did what I was supposed to. No one sees you as a bad person, by the way. Just so you know. No one sees you as a bad person because you walk away. Because they have good memories of you. You're one of a kind person, for sure, with the sun coming out here. So I don't know if you have a hard time. Maybe you were abandoned, or maybe, your family didn't treat you right or whatever, or, you had that one wound and now you have a hard time being that. But listen, I don't know about you, but I haven't met a lot of people that have this reputation, this big of a heart, and also this energy. That's true. This is the truth about you. That is as happy and optimistic as you can be, loving, confident, generous, healing of people's inner childs that you can be, as grounded in whatever as you can be. You also have this in your energy for the truth about you. So you're not meant to stay forever in some people's life. You're just not. The sun and the moon plus the three and the sword, the sun and the moon and the three of swords coming out in a reading, that is karma. That's karmic. That means you had a past. You rectified it, and now it's time to walk away. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is your reading, okay? I love you. I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, I hope it resonated. Bye. Join me on Patreon for the extended, because we'll be looking at what people actually say about you, because this is what people feel about you. People feel that you have it all together, that they have everything that you need, and you're just they're waiting for you to be sure about them. But I don't think it's that at all. I think that they actually still need to do X, Y, and Z, and they're only going to realize that when you walk away. And you may feel like, oh, that sucks because I was so ready and, whatever, I love them. But it's like, listen, sometimes that's how it is. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back to you, then it was meant for you. That's your motto. That should be your new motto, by the way. That should be your new motto. Because I think that you already are very smart. You know how to practice discernment. Someone tries to spin the block and they're not for you. You know who you can trust and who you can't. But sometimes you can have hope, but still continue on with your life. Still love yourself. Still care for yourself. You know what I mean? You're not this person that's been hurt too many times and can't get back up. You're very resilient. Okay? You're not an insecure person. You're not somebody that's afraid of love or afraid of friends or whatever. No, you're not. You just deserve more. And that's okay. Love you.